I value your opinion a lot, and one of the things that always stands out to me is that you'll fight anybody. You taking fights that people say you shouldn't take.
Yeah.
We see what's going on with Canelo and Triple G.
Yeah.
As a fighter's perspective, how do you take that? Is it just business? Has it been smart, or should that fight happen now? Like if you were in the shoes?
I mean, that fight should definitely happen. I think the people are the critics right now because that it should be. It should have been done already. Yes, business-wise, yeah, you're always gonna say, oh, let's wait a little bit longer. You know what they say, the promoters. One of these kind of fights, you gotta cook them up. You gotta wait for it. You know what I'm saying? And yes, but sometimes a little bit too late. You look at what happened with Pacquiao Mayweather. I thought a lot of people thought it was a little too late. Yeah, it was excitement. Yeah, it sold. Pay-per-view was off the roof. You know what I'm saying? But it was a little too late. You know what I'm saying? People didn't get their money's worth. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I think that's what's gonna happen. And like they say, Canelo's gonna end up fighting an older Triple G, and I think that's what they're going for. Yes, it's smart. Yeah, no doubt. I know ain't nobody trying to play or say, no, you're stupid for doing it. No, that's being smart. But at the same time, what about us? You know what I'm saying? The fans want to see an even fight. Now, let's do it, man. And the people won't hate Canelo. People won't hate Triple G if it happens. Now, if whoever loses, it's just the better man that night. And that's the type of mentality I have. You know what I'm saying? If I fight and if I lose, so what? It wasn't my night. He was the better man, and let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was back in the days.
Yeah.
How many times didn't Leonard lose? How many times didn't Tyson lose? Then how many times any of these top Duran, any of these fighters lost? They lost many times, but they always fought the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. But nowadays it's about. And I gotta say that it's Mayweather's fault. I mean, I'm not disrespecting his talent. He's a talented fighter, but it's a little bit his fault that now you gotta be zero intact. Like no losses for you to be the best. No, you don't have to have no losses for you to be the best. You just had to fight the best and done what you had to do when it was your time.
Just a couple more questions. Everybody wants to leave. Do you ever go back? We talk about fights getting marinated too much and don't happen. One that always comes to mind is you and Onito, man. I mean, everybody wanted. There was a lot of things.
Yeah.
Is it time for us to leave that alone and these fights need to be made right away? Forget the building them up and just have some of these fights happen?
Yeah, bro. I mean, those are fights that definitely should have happened. It was not my fault. Bro, it's like this. People talk about me and Rigondeaux. So anyone against Rigondeaux, even you, whoever, him against Rigondeaux, anyone, period. But it doesn't happen that way. People think it's like, oh no, you don't want to, you're scared. No, it just doesn't happen that way. There's promoters, there's issues, they have to fix the fight, you know what I'm saying? If it was someone within my team, like for instance, a Leo fight or Gary Russell, yeah, I could demand, Mr. Al, whoever's in charge, I want that fight, make that happen. Yeah, you have your word. But I can't say I want to fight Lomachenko. He's top rank, bro. It's hard to make those type of fights because of the.
It's not in-house.
Yeah, it's not in-house. It's the promotion companies that the bump heads. But I think they're in talks now. They're in talks. So those are fights that could definitely make in the future. But if it was up to me, I'll fight them all, man.
I know you've done it before. I remember your resume was like back to back.
What's the worst that can happen? You lose. So what? You still get paid, and you still leave your legacy as one of the fighters that fought the best. That's it, man. That's the way it should be. But not everybody thinks that way. Now it's business. Everything's business now. As it should be, but always keep in mind that the fans are the ones that are paying for the tickets. The fans are the ones that are people. I know, and I hear this a lot from boxers. They're like, nah, so when you retire, they're not going to remember. People are going to be like, whatever. They don't care for you, the fans. Yeah, but if you please the crowd and you retired, yes, they're going to remember. Look at Julio Chavez. People still love him. You go in the street, people adore Julio. Why? Because he's people's champion. They don't forget. They don't forget. They won't forget those type of people. But if you're the other kind of fighter that never fought anyone, yeah, they're going to forget about you. They're going to see, oh, yeah, that's that one fighter that just ran away from all the fighters, and that's the honest shoot. So, and I'm not throwing names, I'm just saying in general.
Abner, I gotta ask you this last question. A big fight coming up.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, start selling.
I like that shirt too, man.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna start selling. I know I get a lot, and it's just me, man. It's just I've been so busy with other stuff, but I'm gonna start selling my gear. I got the Mares. This is one of
I like that one a lot, man.
I like it because it's signed by me already. Boom, look at that. You don't have to look for me to sign. It's signed. You know, I got the logo. That's me looking up, because that's what you gotta be. You know, you always, como dice mi papá en español, always, you know, always keep your head up. Mantén tu frente en alto siempre. That's the way it is. Abner Mares. And that's it. You know,
And
simple.
the hat.
And the hat. Mares, obviously the M.
Awesome. And what can they get it if they want to buy it? Where do they go?
That's the thing. It's not officially yet. I'm working on my my website. As soon as I get the website up, boom, that's it.